Good morning, fellow Nigerians across the globe. I am George Onyebe, and I'm here this morning once again to awaken your conscience. The greatest weapon that I've designed against humanity, I should say, is not the ballistic missiles, whether the big boy or the small boy. It's not the automagnetic box. It is not whatever, AK-47, atomic bomb. No. The highest weapon on the list is philosophical re-engineering of mindset, and followed by food engineering, what is presently going on today, weaponizing even food, genetic enhanced or modified food. But many people do not pay attention to it. We go to the supermarket, we buy anything we see, we push it down our throat. Somehow it contains vitamins, but it is indirectly, most of them, produced to genetically modify your DNA without your knowledge. It's a weapon. Our drugs are weaponized. But these ones, you can avoid them the moment you know. You have a choice to make, at least at the moment. But you see philosophical re-engineering of your mindset, you just watch it. Very harmless. It will take everything from you. And I'm creating this scenario so you don't begin to ask, why is the guy always talking this way? A time came, we all know that Nigeria needs restructure. We all know that when we talk about this restructure, it could mean many things. But whatever restructure may mean to Nigerians, we need all of them. Whether it is political restructure, whether it is regional restructuring, whether it is resource control restructuring, whatever view, however you want to view it, Nigeria need all of them. And then one criminal element, an Igbo Biafra man called on, and they came out. He was very intelligent. He knew what the people of Nigeria want. He pushed it down to all of us. And we bought this idea. Because there is need to address the Bill of Rights. There is need to address restructure. There is need to answer question, why did you people destroy Midwestern region? There is need to ask question, why has there not been political balance in Nigeria? There is need to ask question about reviewing of constitution. And we say it's a way to go. Because in the end, we all know that a true restructured Nigeria is a way to go. And along the line, we discovered that we were being philosophically re-engineered. Because they create a scenario, they make you believe Yoruba man is your problem, and everybody will attack Yoruba man. But the truth is, Yoruba man is not our problem. Somebody is playing with our mind. And then when he gets to the Yoruba, this Igbo Biafra will move to Hausa. He will make everybody hate Hausa. And then when we leave Hausa, he will look for his people who did not support us. He will make us hate them. Believe me, if you are ignorant, the most cunning mind, the most smartest mind will be re-engineered philosophically without their knowledge. That is why I fear philosophers. But though you think they are useless, that is only on African setting. I'm coming. We got to a stage with this Nnamdi Kanu criminal. The next assignment was that if you divide Hausa and Fulani, the northern cabal will fall. And so the idea was, begin to divide Hausa Fulani. It was convenient for us to come on Radio Biafra and tell Hausa, Fulani have conquered you. Fulani have done this. And there are many evidence to that. But to what end? Was he doing it for the good of Hausa? No. Was he making Nigeria to hate Yoruba? No. Was it actually because Hausa are bad? No. Was it because Igbo people are bad? No. And now let me explain further. If you watch recently, you will see that P2B is more of a Biafra than a Nigeria. But if you look at the beginning of the movement called IPOB, you will see that P2B, what he did to Igbo Biafra people, under his leadership, Igbo Biafra people were massacred across the southeast, most especially Anambra State. Of course, you can't forget the Izu River massacre. And so he became a target. They descended on P2B. They descended on Roger Ukorocha before the arrival of Hope Uzodinma. And anybody who dare challenge these criminals will never be the same again. And after they have attacked Willie Obiano and so many, all of them bow, all of them yield. Even Soludo almost fell for them. Just that Soludo is not after them. He's trying to play a diplomatic game. And so for many years, Igbo people believe that Fulani herdsmen are killing them. Igbo people believe that Nigeria hate them. And I can tell you today categorically without doubt that Igbo people have mental problem. And that problem is that philosophically, psychologically, those of them who call themselves Biafra, their brain has been damaged. I'm coming. Do you know how? It is only Igbo Biafra people are the tribe in Nigeria that comes on social media and say the 20 richest people in Nigeria are Igbo. Igbo have the richest youth in Nigeria. Only Igbo will do that. But this is not true. It's only Igbo people that will come on social media and tell you arrogantly, Igbos are the most intelligent tribe. No tribe will do that. It's Igbo people that will come out and tell you Igbos are the richest tribe. And now it has become a way of life. And so not until you tell them you are the best, you will never be their friend. But unfortunately, if you want to fool them, just tell them you are the greatest, you are the beautiful, you are this one, the diamond. I tell you, they are fools, all of them. But it's not their fault. Why they were ignorantly waiting for appraisal, validation, why they are waiting to become who they are not. The people who don't know their history, who claim to come from Equatorial Guinea, now they are forcing themselves inside Nigeria. They need the validation, honestly. They were philosophically re-engineered. When you tell other tribes like Yoruba don't have sense, they will pause and look at you. They may not be happy, but they won't even attack you. When you tell Hausa you don't have sense, they will pause and look at you. They will think about what you have said, and certainly they will respond. If you call other tribes, they could walk away. But just talk about Igbo. I've not started the broadcast. Just look at my comment section because they know where I'm coming from. It's not their fault. Their brain have been damaged. But then, taking this matter to a length, looking at Nigeria as a glance, 99.9% Nigerians' brain have been philosophically re-engineered by most politicians. That is the area we are going to focus more on this morning in regarding to the issue of Anyoma. You know, there is a political party now known as Coalition. You know them. When the time comes, we'll start calling their name. Under this coalition, you have Malam El-Rufai. You have Chibuike Amechi. You have all these people who have no evidence to show that they mean well for Nigeria. P2B them. They are doing coalition. I'm coming. One will say, it's good. They need to push this one out. Remove Tinubu. All the campaign, election have not started. All the campaign they are doing, they are indirectly, philosophically re-editing your brain through the social media. You begin to buy down. You begin to believe them. You will be blinded to the truth. This is the same game they are playing over the creation of Solve Igbo Group, which is my major concern this morning. And in preparation to tell fellow Nigerians, coalition, if they like, let them bring Njem Michael, is dead on arrival. I will give you reason. And so is Igbo Biafra unity begging. All of a sudden, we know our histories. We know who we are. We have never debated whether we are Igbo or we are not Igbo. The name was given to us when the second region was created. When the Southern Protectorate was divided into two, when you now have the West and the East, leaving the Northern Protectorate on their own. Some of us could not align properly with the Yoruba, and some of us could not align properly with the Igbo. And for some reason, the Benin people refused to be addressed as Yoruba. And we refused to be addressed as Igbo. That was what gave formation to the creation of Midwestern region. But from Benin to Anyoma, to Urubu, to Ishekiri, there is a link. We are connected somehow, despite the fact that we have different languages and dialects in less than every half a kilometer. And this enables us to coexist peacefully without having crisis. From Midwestern region to Bender State, even when there were issues of betrayal, disagreement, we maintained our cool. At this era, when we go to places like Lagos, and they say, where do you come from? I say, I'm from Bender State. And the next question they will ask you in Lagos State, is it Yoruba Bendel or Igbo Bendel? That is how this name started. The Benin people resisted it, because I saw many Benin people then. When you say, where do you come from? Bender Igbo or Bender Yoruba? Benin will say, I'm not Bender Igbo, I'm not Bender Yoruba, I am Bendelite, Benin man, Edo man. And after a while, they could not work on the brain of Benin people. And that is why till tomorrow, Benin will tell you, I am Benin. You could not do anything about that, because these people were somehow mentally weak. And so till tomorrow morning, nobody will do that. But on the other hand, our fathers, they succeeded in philosophically re-engineering our father's mind. And so when they say, are you Bender Igbo? In fact, since we are not known, the only place that we can be known is to agree that we are Igbo. But even though they did that, that was because the Igbo of that generation, though some of them were corrupt, their brain is not as damaged as this generation. Because this generation, you hardly see 5 people who have sense. Majority of them have become Biafra. Biafra of Nnamdi Kanu have destroyed their brain. And so because we kept quiet, it keeps going. Believe me, anybody that says it's Igbo outside the Southeast, may the Lord be with you. But there are a lot of people who are not Igbo in the Southeast, but have been overshadowed by this Igbo Biafra. And so with time, most of you think it's true. Philosophically, they tell you answer Igbo name. Philosophically, they damage you that your land bear Igbo name. Philosophically, they tell you that you speak Igbo language. Philosophically, your life belongs to them. You will soon agree to that terms. But how can we fight back to make it clear that there is nobody known as Sub-Igbo? If those in the north, the TV, the Domas, the Galas, for instance, say they are Hausa, may the Lord be with them and may they find peace there. But that will not be the original truth. And so if the Lajes, if the people who are not Yoruba in the West say they are Yoruba, may the Lord be with them. May they find peace there. And those of us in the other minority, you say you are Igbo, may the Lord be with you and help you find peace. But these are not the original truth. Because when you let this original truth to be buried and destroyed, when the deal day will come, nobody will save you. Because the last time I checked, we answer English name, and English has not claimed us in that manner. Some of our community, you have Port Harcourt, it's Oyibo man name, and I've not heard BBC or CNN or Al Jazeera coming to tell you Port Harcourt is Oyibo land. They know they stole it. They will not have the morality to say it today. They will not like the reception. But it's still Port Harcourt. And we can go on and analyze it. The question should be, as Igbo man, we answer your name, we agree, which is not true. Our land bear your name, we agree, which is not true. We speak your language, we agree, which is not true. Why do you want to claim us? Why? Why all this pressure? Now, if you are from Anyoma, understand the mission is simple. They will keep pushing this information, giving it false evidence, coupled with the truth. And once you accept that mentally, it's over for all of us. But on the other hand, we will antagonize that lie. That is what we are doing here. We will keep saying it, we'll keep rejecting it, we will keep countering it until they stop. So you will have the two sides of this story. There is nothing like Sub-Igbo group. This pattern is what has sustained these criminals in doing what they are doing. And this is exactly what they have used to re-engineer the mind of Nigerians. And so every year we rotate the same group of criminals because they will deceive us. They will continue telling us, I love you, I love you, I love you, even when they know they hate you. The consequence is that you begin to believe that they love you, they love you, they love you. Watch their action if it match with their words. There was a day, Nnamdi Kanu called me. He said, George, do you know I love you very well? He said so many beautiful things. And I smiled. I did not respond to him. And then I was having a conversation with Uchuka Fomefo. And I said, I had a discussion with Nnamdi Kanu. This is what he said. Uchuka Fomefo laughed and nearly died. Because that was actually the time Nnamdi Kanu was trying to finish me. They know the game, but I won't tell you. And so I will only embrace him, ending up with a dagger in my heart. He was concocting his brothers who are telling me his secret. He tells people to do the dirty work, but he looks at me in the eye and say, I love you, I'm proud of you, I'm do this of you. His brother laughed because me and his brother know all his game. He was dancing naked in the marketplace. So when they begin to embrace you, oh, we love you, Anyama, Igbo must come together, my dear. If you see them rejoice over what their plan for what they are doing to you. One of their posts that was screenshotted and sent to me yesterday, they were saying in that very post, it is Igbo Zue platform, all these criminal Igbo Biafra people, that what they are waiting for is to destabilize Nigeria. And finally, Yoruba, Wosa, everybody will go their way. He said when that is done, they will now fight over who will claim Bini and Anyoma. No, they said they will fight Bini people. Who win will take over Anyoma. I will have to send that post across, so you'll be reading it. These are people looking for unity. So you have to fight Bini to conquer me. For your information, there is nothing like Igbo Empire. I didn't see Yoruba Empire. I never heard of Hausa Empire, except that they were under Zamfara Empire. Maybe that is why they recreated Zamfara to remind them about where they are coming from. So I can give it to Hausa people that they used to control the ancient Zamfara Empire. But then, the entire east and west of this Nigeria is the Benin Empire. Deal with this truth. If you like, talk rubbish. If I see the post, I will follow you up. We could be their slave. It's okay. We could be anything. They are using us for sacrifice. All this lie you are talking. You are just trying to re-engineer. We agree. Because the little damage Igbo Biafra have done for us, even as a slave of Bini, Bini didn't do it to us. Let us assume we are slave. And now their own is, let's cause problem in Nigeria, and when we are done with this problem, and then we will deal with Bini before they take over. Even Anambra State, half of Anambra State belong to Asian Bini people. Go and ask Obi of Onitsha. Go and ask some Igbo people who still have sense in Obalu. I don't like to put anger in what I'm doing, but it is painful. It is disheartening that the person I call my own brother is looking for the downfall of my children, pretending to love me, invariably loving my children. It's a shame. I'm coming. And so at the end of the day, why they are doing all these things, gaslighting you, ripping off your emotion, they know what they are doing. I was listening to the radio yesterday, trending news on a particular radio station, and they opened the line for people to make comment. One of those issues that were discussed was that of El-Rufai. Malam El-Rufai. He was trying to incite Nigeria that coalition is the way to go. That Tinubu have taken all Nigerian wealth to the West. And I was very impressed because Nigerian youth are waking up already. And this is what we want you to do. Whether what we say is in your favor or is not in your favor, ultimately, you are going to be the one that receive. Because I bet Igbo people, try and pull a shot. You Igbo Biafra, try and pull a shot that you are causing war. You will see that what happened in 1967 is a child's play. That thing you call Igbo Biafra, you have not recovered. It's a child play because the atrocity of Ojukwu and Agu Irunsi was not known yet. History of fake drug was not there. Baby factory was not there. Okite was not there. All this rubbish you people are doing was not even there. It was only greed and power tussle. Now you have gone worse than Satan. Try it. We see what you are doing around our communities. There is a reason I'm saying this. But the Igbo Biafra will think it's Igbo, it's insulting in Igbo. You are the one we are saving first of all. You heard what happened in that or not? Now they are dragging whether it's Fulani herdsmen or it's Nnamdi Kanu boy. The question should be the people who died. Which party did they support? Because it's not Abo. If you people try it in my community, and any of you survive to cross that river Niger, know that people like us never existed. Now, if in case you are Igbo, he hate Igbo hate, your problem. It's simple. Let me digress. There's an attack in Ida or not in Imo State. There are speculation over 20 people have been massacred. They all have bullet wound. Igbo Biafra people are telling you that it's Fulani herdsmen. Now hate them. No, hate Fulani herdsmen because they drink blood now. And then there are yet another Igbo people who say it's Nnamdi Kanu boy. But whether it's Fulani herdsmen, whether it's Nnamdi Kanu or known gunmen, the point is, what was the stand of these people? Did they join us in this campaign? Would those people have died? They want to philosophically re-engineer you. Oh, you know, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting in Igbo. That is why. But who is killing your people? If you hate me or I hate you, does Soludo hate Igbo? Because the last time I checked, he's a governor of Igbo. And finally, he told you, all these things they are calling Fulani herdsmen. Oh, Kwandi Igbo, Adi Amakwama. You cannot run away from the truth. No matter how fast you are, it will catch up with you. Now I'm coming. Because what they do is they push those words, make you to believe it the moment you buy it. It's only God that will save you, except you know how to protect your mind. Let me digress further. The Bible says, by every means necessary, protect your mind. That is where the issue of life comes from. And with everything, if you are not, they will get you. By the time they psychologically begin to give you reorientation, you believe rubbish. You believe nonsense. And before you know, it has taken the best of you. If you watch people talk about Christianity these days, they will tell you Christian is fake, Christian is this, Christian is that. They want to destroy you. But they will not tell you some principle in the Bible that can transform your life. Let me digress, because you need to learn from every ways. I was with a man yesterday, and there is something we did for a very high company. I will not mention their name. And when I came, they looked at me as a novice. Normally, we don't have personality to sell. But the person that brought me knew my capacity. And they said, start. Because I started from the angle they knew nothing about. They were not impressed. I allowed them to express their displeasure, their complaints. This is why I was saying, here would have been like that, here would have been like that, here would have been like that. I was looking at what they want, and I was looking at who they are. If what they want could actually infect the project. And now when I have psychologically studied them and know what they want, at midnight, I created their dream world. And the next morning, when they are boss, if I tell you who is this man, you will be shocked. With his bodyguard, with his entourage, he saw what I did overnight. He came down. I said, young man, you did. He was so happy. In fact, he said, you are receiving palliative. And as I'm talking to you, a lot of miracles have been happening there. But what did I bring up there? Because the man who has what we were doing told me something. He was saying something. He said, I pray that this job will take us to places we cannot enter. This job will make us enter there. Speak to the people we cannot speak to. And you see, most people don't know I'm a reverend. So I smiled because it's not important. My own is open scatter. But while I was leaving, it occurred to my mind a simple scripture in the Bible He says, "See thou a man diligent in his work." He will not stand with ordinary people. He will not stand before mere men. He will not stand before ordinary people. He will stand with great people. And so to become somebody who will stand with great people and become great yourself, my brother, it is not faith. It is not grace. I don't agree. It is miracle. It is not. First of all, be thou diligent in your work. They may condemn you. Be thou diligent. You will be irreplaceable. But let's leave that. All of them, anyone you believe, you are in the church, you are praying for miracle, quick money. It's okay. I pray your faith work for you. But you see that little thing you have in your hand, be diligent in it. It's just a matter of time. It will sell off. And so it depends on the gospel you're listening to in the church and the one I am listening to. Moreover, we have a choice. My pastor can preach rubbish. I take the one that benefits me and leave the rest. These are the words of the repressed. A Jewish author, Christian author. I don't accept everything because all the words in the word of God are not meant for me. Only one has the capacity to open any door at any given instant. But let's stop at that if you understand why I created that scenario. Coming back to the issue. And so El-Rufai was trying to tell Nigeria that, oh, Yoruba has stolen Nigeria wealth. We must take it back from Yoruba. And the first caller on that radio station asks, this thing El-Rufai is saying, what does he want to achieve? Buhari is Hausa, Shagari is Hausa, Yaradua is Hausa, Abdulsalam Abubakar is Hausa. Begin to call people who rule Nigeria. All of them are Hausa. That time he did not know that all Nigerian wealth has gone to Hausa. The man continued and said, they have gold in the north. Politicians are using it to settle them. It's Hausa. But the one we have in the south is Hausa that owns almost all of them. He did not talk about it that time. Yoruba man, Tinubu now. How many years? They want you to hate on Yoruba. If you allow coalition people to tell you that Tinubu is the problem of Nigeria, they will only exchange Tinubu for somebody worse than Tinubu. I'm coming. They have now started philosophically giving you orientation. Now, the target is you must hate Yoruba and you must hate Tinubu. Tinubu must tell us how he made his money. As if El-Rufai father has 2 donkeys. But let's leave it at that. And then they moved on to the other wing. And another point they were discussing about was that of P2B. P2B said, I will enter any state irrespective of the state. As far as I am going there for the cause of Nigeria, I will enter any state. That is our president too. He will enter any state, whether you like it or not. It is his right. True. Is it not his right? It's his right. He was referring to Edo State Governor. But Edo State Governor is the Chief Security Officer of Edo State. At least till this moment. Ukpewuru is the governor. Deal with it. And now, as a Chief Security Officer, and anything goes wrong, he will be held responsible. And it's not as if he said P2B is a terrorist. But as a Chief Security Officer, P2B came, something went wrong in that area he came. What about they want to introduce courtesan? What about if they are bringing unknown gunmen? What about if they are going to share money and they fight because they tell you they don't share shishi? You need to protect Edo State. So P2B and the follower, not only Edo State, any state you want to enter, based on the way, complicity of the whole thing, I beg you, take clearance. That doesn't mean you are a coward. But no, you try to rip off the emotion of Igbo people. You are on social media. The governor, he's talking rubbish. But the Benue State governor not repeat the same thing? Said anybody coming into Benue State, he will not guarantee their safety. Because there is more beneath that the eye can see. There are things they know they don't want to tell you. If Edo State governor want to open his mouth, nobody will allow P2B to enter their state. Or you people think we don't know what you are doing. Igbo Biafra mentality. You are dancing naked in the marketplace. That is one truth you have to accept very soon. And I hope it will not be in a way that you will not survive. And so normally, you listen to it. You think, oh, P2B is the good man. But Nnamdi Kanu told us, he knows people who sleep with P2B. He stole Anambra money and built ShopRite Hotel in Abuja. P2B is a wicked man. He will do this, or you want us to play the video for you. All of a sudden, he is playing in the tone because it's not Igbo Biafra. And I want to use Biafra to rule us. Let us see how it goes. So, once these two persons have mentioned in coalition, what they are trying to do is to incite Nigeria on the current leadership. Let us go to Wike. Wike was quoted or cited by saying that he said he made President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. And so no court in Nigeria can probe him. But let's look at the obvious truth today. Without Wike, that is where God saved Tinubu. Mark my word. You people can try and destroy Wike. I may not agree with Wike. Without Wike and Asari have to even form alliance and every other well-meaning people, irrespective of their position today. Without Wike, Tinubu, you will know that it's not your turn. But God having done that, You know the game already. You know the wisdom, and you are there. Don't let them incite you against Wike, because those things, they are hyper. He said that you hate Wike. Now they have zoned presidency to South to Tinubu. What they want to do is to cause trouble between you and Wike. And once you people start quarreling, they will tell you that Wike is the next person with that mandate. Because coalition or PDP, all of them, now they are remembering South. I think we are minority. We give it to the South. We know the game. And even though South person go there, we know it will be like good luck Jonathan. Because the last time I checked, I didn't see what he do for us. But I will not call him out, because his hand are tied. Nikore. Nikonomunem. Do you understand? Now, the issue of Wike, they are hypering it. But I'm drawing two wisdom for you, so you understand why we are doing what we are doing. So by the time they use Wike and Tinubu to be quarreling, they will have the opportunity of giving the mandate of next president to Wike. They are cooking it already. Wike may not know, Tinubu may not know, but it will not be for the interest of any of them. Because Wike believe that, yes, no court in Nigeria can try it. That is true. It's not as boasting, but that is true. I want you to look at all the governors who are lawyers, or all the governors whose wife are lawyer. You will see EFCC and ICPC or BBQ or WSS, they don't go close to them. Do you know why? There are people that owns power in Nigeria, but they don't talk. See all these politicians jumping up and down. If one army or Ghana now just get to cabal, all of them go run. Now Sambisa forest, then go even leave Nigeria. Not to talk of a forest. If army people decide to do otherwise, all these people shouting, both Atiku, both Dangote, it's donkey they will use to run out of this Nigeria. That is if they have the opportunity. But then look at the army. Very disciplined set of people. Very humble set of people. We don't even appreciate them. But if you know the power those people control, there is nothing like Aso Rock without their sacrifice on a daily basis. You go to the National Assembly. We are not ignorant of the three arms of government. None of them have the power to operate absolutely, because absolute power control absolutely. But somewhere along the line, it is still influenced by the executive, which is not much issue to us at the moment. So Wike as a lawyer, which lawyer will judge him now? Where you want judge him? Peter Odele did not loot. His wife is waiting for you, Justice Mary Odele. Come and judge him. You think Chibuka Amechi is a mugu? The moment he leave office, he went to become lawyer. All these people running their mouth who are lawyer. Why did you think Nigeria ignored them? Because somewhere along the line, either they are in the bar or they are in the bench. One way or the other, they are the one making the law and interpreting the law. You, a businessman, what do you know? And so it's not about bragging. It's about saying the truth. And somewhere along the line, if Wike say he's Tinubu Oga, accept it, because every Oga get Oga. You see all these your top mighty men. If you see their Oga, some of their Oga did not go to school. Somebody will pick up phone today as we speak, much younger than our president Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and call him and say, my brother, you will see your president say, Eka Rosa, well done, sir. He says, see that thing, don't do it. And he will not do it. Everybody get Oga, deal with it. It's not size. I have Oga. My Oga is much younger than me. And each time I see him, I say, good morning, sir. He will tell me about good morning, sir. He has pleaded with me. I say, don't greet me, good morning, sir. I beg you, you are my senior. As outside this company. You see here, you be my Oga. And I will not allow my heart to make me treat you that way, because you will not get respect in this company. And that is because for that office, he's my Oga. Whatever he says, whatever he decides, that is final. So Oga get Oga, no be age, no be financial capacity, no be wisdom, no be every Oga get Oga. There is no Oga that does not get Oga. But the cycle of life will make it that sometimes the biggest people Oga, now one poor man for village, we don't even hear English. But Oga now Oga. Deal with it. But you see, philosophically, they are not the real project coalition is doing now to damage the image of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. But let me tell you the truth. Ahmed Bola Tinubu may not be my perfect choice. And for now, I don't belong to any political party. But we're trying to liberate the mind of progressive Nigerians. Nothing more, nothing less. If you allow them to use the same pattern to remove Tinubu, you will see that Tinubu, the person that they will put after Tinubu, will destroy all of you. Because it's a capital-intensive project. You are going to spend money. You are going to buy people. They are going to do business. They must get the money back. Your hardship you are going through today under Tinubu, you call T-Pain, is because MFL, my brother, seize currency, change currency, confuse Nigerian currency, so that Tinubu cannot spray money. And Tinubu spray dollars. You are paying back your suffering in dollars. Deal with it. And if you fall for them, this one now, maybe it is pounds they will share for you. Because they are going to change dollar or ban dollar from coming. They will share pound for you, or even go to heaven and bring currency. You will pay in that magnitude. Don't let them deceive you. But if we want to solve Nigerian problem politically, Nigerians youth must prepare their mind not to be sellout. Allow Tinubu to complete his 8 years, because for now, that is the right of every governor. They must complete 8 years, except they conspire against them as they did to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And America chased him out of office. How far? We got Buhari. Buhari became angel. And when the angel left, we got Saint Ahmed Bola Tinubu. And when you leave him, you will get cherubim. Prepare. But how long can they beat us in the same game with the same pattern? That is why they don't value you, Nigerian youth. Most of you are glamoring. With the Nigerian youth, it's coalition. You are jumping up and down. Let's remove Tinubu. Will that solve your problem? There are a lot of issues you need to begin to look. We don't look at the big picture. We look at the mindset behind what you do. So this message is simple today, this morning. Beware of coalition. Whether they are, is it ADC? Beware of those coalition. All of them are the real 5% Nigerian. But no. And for Ahmed Bola Tinubu, allow him to do his 8 years. The reason being that if we believe in Nigeria, if we want to fight to defend the future of Nigeria, what we need to begin to do is to look at these politicians who we believe that they can handle this country. We begin to think of how to bring credible leadership to the platform, not recycling the same people. Go to Rivers State. Where is Chibuike Monore? They will blame it on Umeha or Amechi. Go and check the Monore. Train has not passed it one day. It has started collapsing. Is that how they build Japan? And go to other places. All these people. Erofai was the one that tell you, we pay this one, we pay this one. Don't let them fool you. Igbo people are paying great price because they allow themselves to be philosophically re-engineered. Nandekano was on Radio Biafra lying, creating the problem to validate his lie, to cover up his lies, until we discover he's a common thief. Igbo people call us bad people. Look at my first comment here. The person called me Easy. For those of you who don't understand Igbo, Easy means pig. But what they fail to understand, that I am the diamond in the neck of a pig. I told them, you will never recognize me. When you take the most expensive diamond in the world, tie it on the neck of a pig. You think it's rubbish. Unveil it. That is why I tell them I am their destiny and I'm their doom. I'd rather be Asia, I'd rather be Utili, I'd rather be animal, I'd rather be beast, I'd rather be vulture, I'd rather be dead animal than to be Igbo Biafra man. You see the difference? You can't get to my mind because that is where the issues of life are discussed. Fellow Nigerians, they have philosophically manipulated us for a very long time. Don't let them push you. Don't let them get to you. And so, when you look at the crisis going on in Anyoma, and we open our door, in the southeast, and as Anyoma people, as Delta people, as Edo people, as whatever minority you are, you open your door and say, yes, we stand in solidarity with Igbo. This Biafra will begin to come into your place. They will begin to replicate the same problem. They were everywhere in Asaba. Asaba was almost torn down. They have factory where they produce bullets, all these stouts. They were hiding in Oshimiri, all our village producing bullets, including in Abia, every corner. And what do you think somebody with a gun will do when they are hungry? We had history of the atrocities, and we are not novice there. That is why they tell you, hey, they are blindfolding people to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Let them call me. So I begin to give them names so that all of you will begin to run. Let Nigerian courts invite me now, say, come and testify about Nnamdi Kanu. All of you idiots. Thinking killing all the truthful Igbo people will make me not to know who to come for. You will lie. If you like, kill Ike Chukwugoha. If you like, I won't call that you have killed Ike Chukwugoha. When you consult discover, did you people not kill him? But for me, you can't. I'm not in diaspora, I'm in Nigeria, and I'm not boasting, I'm not threatening, I'm not raking, but you can't. I am your destiny, and I'm your doom. Except I soiled my hand when I was with you people. But if I'm hunted for my truth, the gallows you set for me, that is where you die. And I'm just saying it so that you know. You will regret it. You will regret it. China Sanwo-Olu now is hiding somewhere. Obasi is not on the way any longer. Simon Ekpa is not on the way. Nnamdi Kanu is not on the way. What about China Sanwo-Olu? China Sanwo-Olu in Kuwait. Where is his dead man walking group? Where is the Lion Squad? Where is Benjamin Madubugu in Ehiala Ambose, Anambra State? Where are they? Oh, fellow Nigerian, come, Fulani is killing us. They rape our women in the farm. It is Igbo Biafra. You can lie to a blind person that there is no palm oil in the soup. Blind person will agree. But when you pour too much sand or there is salt, you can't lie to a blind person. So this one they are telling you, we the Anyoma people, we must become Igbo, we did this one. They want you to buy to eat. They want you to submit your heart. Your heart, your mind is very powerful. You want to understand it. Maybe one day I will teach you about your mind. That is why Ecclesiastes say, for God has planted eternity in the heart of man, but yet they are not able to view the full scope. If you understand your mind, you will know that any position where you are, nobody can talk down on you. I was looking at a pastor telling you that when you are poor, God hates you. This one has said, God hates you. My brother, if you are poor, how you present yourself determine how they handle you. I know very many poor people, but believe me, if you encounter them, your life will not remain the same again. If you see me in the midst of big people, if you see the respect they give to me, and then I'm poorest among them, and believe me, I am a poor man, a very good poor man. Deal with it. It's my mind. You can be very rich, you have diabetes. You can be very rich, you have, what do they call it, cholera virus. How many poor people did cholera virus reach? Imanka. Do you know this one? Do you know this one? And if the creator of the universe decide to create this balance, who am I to judge it? I fight to be rich. I love to be wealthy. I want to live in affluence. I want the best that life can offer. I dream sometime. When will I enter an aeroplane? Believe me, I've only seen it. I've not entered the aeroplane once. Believe me. But I've traveled many countries. Some of them outside Nigeria. I enter moto. For all my life. I'm not saying it to shame myself. But I have paid plane tickets for many people, over 10 people, with my hard-earned money. They traveled abroad. They fly every day. You think I can't pull a shot and go there now? But time and chance has not happened to me. The closest I could go to airport was when we renovated the Port Harcourt International Airport. Under Engineer Odege, those of you who know that airport, when Imo State woman was in charge of aviation, that was the closest, aside touching Ibenedio Okada airline. But you can't mock me with that. Because if it's a big deal, if I hold 400,000, I can fly from Asaba to Lagos. I'm very sure of that. And I know people who, if I call them, I want to enter plane, they will oblige. Does that make me a poor man? Poor man is in your mind, not in the wealth you possess. Because we have a lot of poor rich people. With every wealth they have, they are very greedy. They can't give. They are the poorest of the poorest. Not the one who can barely feed. Because they did not articulate their mind properly. Go and work on your mind. Nigeria will be great. And so, Anyoma people, first of all, Igbo Unification Group, they are criminals. Don't trust them. And then I go to Igbo people. You are not our problem. There is criminal element hiding inside you. If you like, deal with it. If you don't like, deal with it. When I do, we go drag all of on a come out. Because when Pamoye enter one finger, you know cleaner, he go enter the rest. It's growing. Why is it not raining in Udat or not? Except you're going to lie to Nigeria that is full and he hates me. Deal with it. And of course, this having been said, fellow Nigerians, don't believe coalition. It is the same pattern. They are trying to prepare your mind to give you reason to fight a war you will not win. And even though they win, it will not be in your favor. It will not. Until Tinubu deputy, vice president of Nigeria, begin to condemn Tinubu, don't believe them. It's the same political gimme. That is what they do. They're now racketeering, playing games with your mind. Don't let them get to you. And so I believe I've been able to address one or two ways for those who can reason. Let me go to the comment section, take one or two insults, and then I move on. Yes, I see George Okoro, as usual. He say, easy your hair, bush pig. Do you hear that song that say, Kwasongo? Now me be Kwasongo. That is bush pig. I'm proud. You put bush one. That make me the capacity of Land Cruiser. Is that where you say bush pig? Yes, I am Kwasongo. Rubbish. Where is another one? The same George Okoro. He say, you know they change location. Do you think I'm here to say, do fine boy? Monkey no fine in mama like him. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Anyhow way you wonder. Normally my background for the flatter, uncompleted building, see all of on our door on our heels. Imagine when I go stay for my studio, can't they do like this? Like you go where I be. You go pepper you die. Insult me. Have your feel of the insult. But I want you to know that they don't even touch our skin. All of them know if you wake me for sleep. George Okoro, go and learn work. As we keep on quiet, you then I can't talk now. Rubbish. We will not allow anybody to rubbish Tinubu or any president. You will not rubbish anybody with that fact. This is a new Nigeria. Deal with it. And that is what you represent. The same George Okoro is a hungry man. George Okoro, not only you come today. See you the answer Oyibo name. You sure say you know be Oyibo, Unyoshi. Don't know your history. Are coming to tell me my history. I see Dede, innocent my brother. Greetings from here. Good morning. I see of course Henry Chime is here. My own personal person. I see Benjamin. He say good morning. Diokpa George, I greet you Benjamin, and I appreciate that name you call me, Diokpa. Igbo man don't know Diokpa until we told them. Because they were calling us Mazi. They even have fake account, they put Mazi George Onibe. When I saw their evil and decided to associate, I said, I am not Mazi, don't dress me Mazi. We call it Diokpa, deal with it. Or you begin to answer Diokpa, and if I greet you Diokpa, you will not answer. I see Festus, I greet you Festus. I see my personal person, let me see what he has to say. Babefa is another scatter. Just that he's from another region. Babefa did not allow me to see what you wrote, but let me still try. You know, our facility. I see our ancestry. I greet you. I see Festus. I greet you, Festus. I see King of the Game, my brother Ijele. I greet you. Good morning here. I see George Nwemeka. I greet all of you. I see Chibuike. He's attacking Babefa. Let's see if I can see that thing Babefa said. Because Babefa is another Nigerian youth. I see Adeze. I greet you. Babefa is another Nigerian youth I know who say the truth the way it is. There's so many comments coming from progressive-minded people this morning. I don't know why I'm finding it difficult to see this Babefa, because that is where I will break the camel's back. This way we done the pepper one Igbo Biafra. I know saying don't give them woto. But notwithstanding, I'll go there because that guy always speaks inspiration. This is where I bring the broadcast to an end. I appreciate all of you, progressive-minded Nigerian. Believe me, Nigeria will be better. We will repair Nigeria. We don't catch Igbo for backyard. We know the game they are playing. And what happening now, Owo money.